Baraton TV, here and hereafter. Once again, we have Professor Mutinga, great scientist, a man who has experienced the hand of God throughout, from growing up at home, going to school, and we have seen the great scientific work that he has done. But I'm wondering, Prof, have you done something for the church as a church member, or you have just limited yourself to the scientific world?
Earlier on,
Yes.
in education, there was a view that when you get educated, you left God. God was for the uneducated.
And there's a feeling that a scientist cannot also be a believer.
Exactly. The more I went through in education, the more I wanted to become close to God because of what I had seen Him do to my life. And what He has done, even without my knowing what was happening. So I determined right from early time, because of where He picked me, at Ibubuka, the place I say.
Yes.
And I was not the smartest guy in there to where I was. So I decided and determined that I would stay close to God. And I would give Him priority of my life. And I have seen that when you take care of His business,
He takes care of you.
He takes care of you. And His taking care of you is beyond
Your
what any
expectations.
human being can
So there are
say.
things you have done for the church. You know, things we can say, this is what you have contributed also your time in the church.
Right from the beginning,
Yes.
I decided I would be very active in church.
Okay.
Active doing what? Telling other people what it means to actually follow God. It means tapping His connection to work through you to accomplish His purpose in you. And I believe He does, very strongly so.
And that's evangelism.
Yes.
Because I remember one incident, one day when you were Vice Chancellor at Baraton, you came with a friend, a chief, who had accepted the Adventist message because you had done Bible study with him and he got baptized.
Yes. Well, people I've worked with, professors, have come to church because of our association. Just ordinary people, because of our association, they have come to find out the God I serve because they have seen a difference, I believe. But I go there not necessarily to convince people, but to do ordinary things in an ordinary way, in a godly way. In an honest way, transparent way, work and so forth and so forth. When you work hard. You give the employer his dues, and you work as unto the Lord what you are doing. So right from in the church work, I have participated in ordinary church, and I don't like to be called a professor or just Mutuku.
When you were in the church
in the
setting.
church, ordinary person, because before God we are all the same.
So what you have served in what positions in the local church?
In the local church, I've served as a deacon. When my children were growing up, I joined the Pathfinders. I have served as a counselor in the Pathfinder, director in the Pathfinder. I have served as an elder, a head elder.
Wow.
And in all those, again, working with people.
And while at the same time, during the week, you are doing your business in science.
Yes. And absolutely. And this is what made a big difference. When we first joined Central Church,
Nairobi Central
Church, there were probably 4 of us, black people. But we recruited then the university group to come and join us. And the people, students, when they came and found us doctors in church, passing envelope,
collecting
offerings. They said, what kind of professors? Then we went into the institution themselves and formed association of young people, inviting them to put God first. Seek ye first the kingdom of heaven. And all these other things will be added unto you.
Because sometimes when people get a little education, or a few achievements, they don't want to participate in church work.
Yes.
They now want to sit at the back
Yes.
and just be the critics of the church.
Yes.
Oh, the pastor is not doing well. These elders are not doing well. But I think it's important to get involved.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah.
We are the church, and what we represent there, the church is God's agency for bringing other people from all walks of life to come and accept Jesus and give their life to Him for salvation. If there is salvation, you don't want to go there alone. You want to invite your friends. You want to invite your family.
That's true.
You want to invite your colleagues in profession. Because if you get there and they are not there, they say, you knew all this.
And you didn't tell us.
Never told me.
Yeah.
So what kind of a person are you? So
and also you have worked for the church at a higher level apart from the local church. And you worked as an education director of East Africa Union, Kenya, Uganda at that time.
Yes.
What one or two things you remember about your work at that time, significant things you will remember?
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, one thing is that of working, for instance, to improve our institutions. The institutions, I had a vision that they have to represent the king of the universe, because they are actually agencies of the gospel. And in addition, they should be the best. They should contribute the best in knowledge, which is for service of humanity, to lift those others who don't have this information up, and also economically to lift a society. So I worked very hard with the secondary schools, with the colleges, during those in the 70s, when we had these many schools, private schools, and coming up colleges.
And it was also during your time that the idea of the University of Eastern Africa, Baraton, came about. Maybe you can mention something about that.
Well, I was the education director at that particular time.
Yes.
And there was a need to relocate Middle East College in Lebanon. Beirut. Somewhere in Africa, because most of the students were from East Africa.
Okay.
And they said, okay, this is closing because of war.
Yeah, the war in the Middle East.
In the Middle East.
Yes.
Where must we locate it? The division at that time was also located in Beirut. But it was closed because of the war and located in Cyprus. So the division was looking for an alternative area to locate the institution. And because I was education director, I was incorporated in, as it were, a search team for the relocation. And it is that time then when we looked at the various places. Kenya put a bid, Tanzania put a bid, and Uganda put a bid. The church
have these universities
to have the university located somewhere. And definitely, because of the location, because of this, the giving of the land by His Excellency the President to locate, to Baraton, to the church to be able to locate
put up
it.
A university, yes.
The church headquarters in Cyprus selected this site instead of the other sites in
it preferred
Uganda.
This site.
It preferred this one.
Yes.
I saw the hand of the Lord really leading to this place.
Wow.
How both the secular and the government put their efforts together to locate the first private university.
And at that time, you didn't know that one day you will come back to be the Vice Chancellor at this place.
I never knew that I would finally be so.
Wow.
Yes.
Thank you so much, Professor Mutinga.
So
thank you, viewers. We will be coming back to look at another major contribution in his leadership of the universities. We will be back. Baraton TV, here and hereafter. Thank you so much.